Hi everyone, it's Allie and I'm here with Kat. She didn't even wait for the video to start. She just came right on up and look, she's gonna lie down. There she is. Anyway, we are here for your week ahead reading. Today is the 10th of October and it is Canadian Thanksgiving tomorrow, and here comes a dog. Oh lordy. So yeah, it's Thanksgiving here in Canada. I guess because it's colder up here, we have our Thanksgiving earlier than you Americans, who still have quite a ways to go until your Thanksgiving. And it actually presented a bit of a problem for me because it's October and I want to read with my spooky decks, but somehow it doesn't feel right to read with a spooky deck on Thanksgiving. Although certainly Thanksgiving has a very dark history. In Canada, it brings up some very brutal history in terms of our Indigenous peoples. But I don't, I just try to look at it as a time for love and gratitude and sort of take it away from that original idea of colonial mentality and all that. But anyway, I wanted a scary deck, but not too scary because it's Thanksgiving. It's nice. Oh my God, Kat. So I thought about the Halloween tarot, but I want to save it for the last couple weeks before Halloween. It's one of my favorite decks, right, Kitty? I thought about the Bohemian Gothic, but I used the Bohemian Gothic last week and I would rather not repeat. And then I was like, oh, Zombie Tarot, because I find that deck so funny. But on a day where, if you're watching this from Canada, you might be going to go and eat a ton of food after you watch this, or maybe you've just eaten and now you're going to watch it. It's a pretty gross deck. So I decided against it. So in the end, what I'm going with is not really spooky, but I figured it was fitting for the season. My Antique Anatomy Tarot. It's a mass market. And I just sort of got this on a whim. I didn't think I would like it. I love it. I love this deck. I'm very limited in space on my desk right now. But let's just see what the week ahead has to say to us with the Antique Anatomy Tarot. And then I maybe will pull an Oracle card if I need it. I have a brand new Oracle deck and I'm super stoked about it. So we'll see. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm not much of an Oracle girl. I have way more tarot decks than Oracle decks, but this one really, I like a lot. All right. I'll dump her. Okay. So here we go. Oh, this is really nice, you guys. So here we have, so in this, all these suits are reading. Actually, it doesn't matter because we've only got one minor and two majors. So we begin with the 10 of elixirs, or the 10 of cups for Thanksgiving. Aww, makes me really happy. Followed up, all these came up. Oh no, sorry, the first two came up upright. The third in reverse. My cat's wiggling all over the place. The High Priestess. And then in reverse, we have the Hanged Man. Let me show you upright, just in case you're not familiar with this deck. All right, so a really lovely balancing of energies for this week. Oh, what a delight. Okay, so let's start with our central card, the High Priestess. Right, so a real quiet confidence accompanies this week, and this real idea of blossoming, of growth from your mind, from your spirituality, from your own sense of inner power, your own ability to tap into sort of the natural forces around you and really discern what really matters. I think that's a lovely central image for this particular week, especially you're Canadian and Thanksgiving, right? Like taking that time to really sort of self-examine what this means to you, what's really important. And also at a time where it's always accompanied by trappings, right? Like the things you have to do, or, keeping up with the Joneses, or cooking the perfect meal. Like that's not, your inner wisdom, what really matters and what's really important. So that's what you focus on, and you allow that to grow and blossom, that wisdom within you. So that's lovely. Surrounding the high priestess, we have the 10 of Cups, right? And we all know the 10 of Cups, right? Our rainbow, our little family, our emotional fulfillment. Sorry, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Am I? When I talk about it, it never happens. And my cat is using her tail to flick the rest of the cards off the table. You are a menace. And what I really like about this deck is the elixirs in particular. The cups are great because the bottles are labeled, right? So they look like these antique sort of pharmaceutical bottles. I should have worn my glasses. But we have dream elixir, love elixir, happiness elixir, passion, calming, harmony. And then there's a couple that are covered by the flower that you can't see. And then the last is wisdom. So we've got sort of 8 definitions there, but this real sense of like coming together, of things clicking and working in the emotional side, right? And so we go, that mental wisdom and that spiritual wisdom of the high priestess, along with this like emotional balance and tranquility and happiness, and that's lovely. And then it's followed up by the Hanged Man, which is interesting because the Hanged Man here is reversed. And how I read for that this week is like, it's okay. Like sit in this moment, right? Like take the moment for your Thanksgiving or your weekend. If it's not your Thanksgiving, if you're not in Canada, really just let yourself sit in that moment. But then use that energy to propel you forward, right? These things have a larger purpose in your life. So don't be worried about being a hanged man over this weekend. For the next few days, like really allow yourself to wallow in this really beautiful place. But then from that can you take forward into your week and just make your week really fantastic with that serenity and certainty of the high priestess, and then also with the emotional fulfillment of the 10 of Cups. So, oh man, isn't that great? I don't really feel like I need an oracle card, but I'm going to do one just because I want to. And they're all mixed up because the cat is brushing her tail back and forth across them. So I got myself finally the Earthbound oracle. Where's the box here? And so I said it's a new deck to me. Everybody's had it for ages, but I just thought it would go really well with this particular deck, with the Antique Anatomy. Well, actually with lots of decks that I really like. It's really my aesthetic. But when I was deciding which deck to use this week, I was like, oh, I'm going to pull out the Earthbound Oracle. And I'm just going to see what comes up for the Earthbound Oracle. And of course, balance. Oh, that's perfect. It's perfect for what we had today. And so we've got, let's hold it up with the 10 of Cups, High Priestess, and the Hanged Man. Not bad, huh? What do you say, kitty? So I hope you found that enjoyable. I loved reading for you. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll be back soon too. And oh my God. Anyway, we're in October. Isn't it awesome? I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.